Now Watson. Buying time to his left. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On play action, Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone, touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
My game. On the ball. Slam. Hey, 24.
On first down, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Watson. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now the rookie's free. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Double dog. That's the way.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 31. Check, crunch. Check 43.
Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Barkley again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, they're scared. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check, 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And Shark hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Browns drive about to get started. Off play action, Fields. Open man right side is Shark. A gain of 6 there on first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I got one.
They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Shoot.
Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, here I come.
Fields. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Echo.
This way, here we go.
Now it's Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go. Check, 45's the mic. Yo. Check, 45's the mic.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Watch the ball.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Ready, set, ready. Hayward. Too little, Jack Rabbit.
And they are going for it. Fields, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Check. Man left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 45. Mike, 45.
You gonna see me in your nuts.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here we go.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On play action, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Cleveland.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Watson off play action. flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jamin Davis able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 4th down, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He'll buy some time right. It's Miller, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Moves to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
You better be ready.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got him. Mike Knight. Hey.
31!
Hey, we got a seal. So don't say nothing. Watch the
He'll try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
He's coming, 54! He's coming, double up!
shift.
Wide, get wide!
Here's Barkley. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
45. Ricky, bravo. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. I got you.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fields throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
45's the mic. Bring it.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check, 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
You.
Check 50. Check 50.
Short.
They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. That's once again complete to Chark. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going for the deep ball. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Shark calls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Chark. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike, 45. Tackles. Check, 45.
Play action. It's Fields.
Here we go, D.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Fields. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw, Fields. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and stopped the clock in the end. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Hey, 31! And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Coming for you. And we're going 37.
To throw, Watson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.